Week number 5 of the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise mode here, Madden 23 in the 2024 regular season. And now the Steelers are 3-1, and obviously our starting quarterback is Tua Tagovailoa, and I'm recording this after Thursday Night Football. My goodness, prayers for Tua, man. Apparently he is flying back to Miami with the team, so that's a very good sign. I don't know. We'll see. Initially when I saw the injury, I was not watching the game live, but when I, saw it on Twitter, I thought of Ryan Shazier immediately. I don't think it's that bad, thankfully. And I think there's hope that Tua will play probably later on this season. So that's good. Again, I'm recording this right after Thursday Night Football, so I don't know really anything. The last thing I heard was that Tua is flying back to Miami, and he's, out of the hospital. So that's good. So prayers to Tua, though. Of course, he's a starting quarterback in the game, and he's balling right now for us. He's an 80 overall, but Tagovailoa is really one of the better quarterbacks in all of football right now. And really the main thing out of Tua has been limiting the turnovers. We've only had, 3 turnovers in the first 4 weeks, which for us is really good. Only 2 interceptions. He threw 2 in the Commanders game. 1 was in garbage time. We were just trying to air it out and get more yards for the stats. But we are 3-1 going into this matchup here with the 1-3 Baltimore Ravens. And the last time we took on the Ravens, they were horrible. The Ravens were not a good football team when we took them on last. Look at our schedule here. Yeah, I don't know why it says I didn't play the Chargers game. That's weird. Anyways, the Ravens, beat them 41-7. We destroyed them, and now we get them again. We are in Baltimore this time before a Sunday night matchup against the Cleveland Browns. We just got to take care of business. So again, I've said this multiple times. The Ravens are not a good Madden team. Madden does not know how to work the Baltimore Ravens. The read option is so easy to pick up. Once you get a lead against the Ravens in this game, it's ball game. They cannot play from behind. If the Ravens get off to an early start and they're beating you early in this game, then you're kind of screwed. So that's kind of how the Ravens games always work, I think. I think we're going to know, really after the second quarter who's going to win this football game. At least I think. So try and take care of business here tonight at M&T Bank Stadium. The 3-1 Steelers take on the 1-3 Ravens. And folks, if you haven't yet, make sure that subscribe button down below for Madden 23 here on the channel. Let's get into it, man. We got Steelers and Ravens on Sunday here. Every game's on Sunday, but let's do it. Week 5 action, Pittsburgh and Baltimore. So it is the second and final matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens here in 2024, and it comes in week number 5. Now, these two teams matched up just a couple weeks ago, and the Pittsburgh Steelers absolutely beat the brakes off of the Baltimore Ravens, beating them by a score of 41-7. Obviously, we went over that in the intro of today's video, and another thing we touched on was just the lack of turnovers for the Steelers team, obviously on the offensive side of the football. I know we did turn the ball over a couple times in that Commanders game last week, but really that's been the main thing that has hurt us over the years, whether it be Mitchell Trubisky playing quarterback, Kenny Pickett, or even Jimmy Garoppolo, who given had a good season for us last year, but still turned the ball over, given the thing 20-something times. So far, so good right now for Tua Tagovailoa. Again, in week 5, we've only turned over the football 3 times. It was 1 fumble with Tua. He's trying to, stretch a play out and get in the end zone, and then 2 interceptions. But one of those interceptions was with 50 seconds left in the game, and I was just trying to pad my own stats. So far, so good for Tua Tagovailoa. Trying to keep it going tonight against this Baltimore Ravens team, of course, still headed by Lamar Jackson. They've got J.K. Dobbins still in the backfield. The Pittsburgh Steelers defense, once again, is the best in football. You got 18 sacks already over 5 games, 5 interceptions. This team is balling. The secondary is still doing their thing with the likes of Jamel Dean, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Kelly Ringo. This team's solid. And here you go, starting with the football, be the former Heisman Trophy winner. It is Lamar Jackson. So Jackson comes into this game for the Ravens with 673 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Jackson will get it from the gun here on a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw from his own 42-yard line. Jackson to his right. He'll swing it to his fullback and Patrick Ricard. And for some reason, TJ Watt's playing coverage, and he will take down Ricard at the 42-yard line, and Pittsburgh will take over. Here comes Tua Tagovailoa. Hopefully he's doing well in real life, but here he is, 1,127 yards, 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for Tua, and he'll get the football from the 16-yard line. Play action fake. We start almost every game with this. Tua looking to throw to his left. He's got Jalen Waddle. I thought he was out of bounds, but they challenged it, and he was still in bounds. So, all right, we'll take it. 3rd and 7 for the Steelers from the 35. Tua gonna look to his right. Good ball again. Jalen Waddle finding separation deep downfield. He's already got 2 catches for 38 yards. 1st and 10 again for Pittsburgh. Play action fake. Tagovailoa over the middle. NFL young boy George Pickens down to the 27-yard line. Just like that. Tua's 3 for 3 for 54 yards. 1st and 10. Tua again. Another completion. He's already found each of his top 3 receivers, Johnson, Pickens, and Waddle. As it'll now be a 2nd and 16. He finds his other main pass catcher in Najee Harris for a pickup of 16 yards. Tua is 5 for 5 for 80 yards to start off this drive. 1st and goal. Handoff the first time we actually run it this drive, and there goes Najee Harris barreling his way in the end zone. It's a 7-0 lead for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tua goes 5 for 5 for 80 yards, and we'll top it off with that Najee Harris run. Baltimore back with the football from their own 35-yard line. Lamar Jackson going to shoot it to his left, going to find his receiver on the out route for a big gain right there, and a first down, of course, to Rashad Bateman. Jackson's still perfect throwing in this game as well, but he's only 5 for 5 for 30 yards, and there's another completion to his left. He will find his receiver in Robbie Anderson, and Anderson will take the Ravens down to the 40-yard line as we go into the second quarter. 7-0 is the lead for Pittsburgh, of course, going in second. Second and 10 for Baltimore from the 40-yard line. Jackson on a play-action fake, looking to throw to his right. He will connect with Robbie Anderson for a pickup of 9 yards, make it now a 3rd and 1. Lamar going to keep on a read option. Oh, we run right by him with Alex Highsmith. Here comes Lamar Jackson, brought down at the 13-yard line, but a big gain right there of 18 for Lamar. Sets up for a 1st and 10. Again out the pistol. Jackson going to snap it. He will give it to J.K. Dobbins. T.J. Watt going to miss the tackle. Dobbins got Ricard blocking up field, and J.K. Dobbins gets into the end zone. The Baltimore Ravens have tied this game up at 7, with Pittsburgh getting the football back from their own 23-yard line. Tua's got it on a 1st and 10. He'll look to his left on the curl route. He'll find Deontay Johnson for a pickup of 13 yards. 2nd and 5 now for Pittsburgh again. Tua looking to throw over the top. Nice ball. He's got NFL young boy again. Pickens down to the 45-yard line. Tua now 7 for 7 for 107 passing yards so far. Now on a quick hitter to the right, he'll find Pat Freiermuth for 13. Here comes a 2nd and 3. Tagovailoa play action fake. Gonna try to escape out the pocket. Tua trying to get rid of it, but he's brought down by Bowser. Setting up for a 3rd and 15 from the 36. Tagovailoa looking over the middle to Eric Gilbert. That ball's batted down. It's to his 2nd incompletion in the game, and Chris Boswell now come out for a 53-yarder from the left hash. Boswell barely drops it in there. It'll be a 10-7 lead now for Pittsburgh, with Baltimore getting the football back from their own 21-yard line. Lamar Jackson looking to throw to his right on the run. Oh, that ball's picked off. What a pick by Jamel Dean. He's got blocking upfield from Mikella Witherspoon, and Dean is in. Lamar Jackson brings him down, but he's already in for 6. Jamel Dean with the interception for a touchdown makes this a 17-7 lead now for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And again, we talk about it all the time. This secondary is the best in football. They force turnovers. They score touchdowns. I mean, this is all you can ask for out of an elite defense in the NFL. Is Lamar Jackson right there. I mean, got to work on our tackling. Jackson going to pick up 13 yards down to the 42-yard line. 4 minutes to go here in this first half. Jackson going to keep again on a read option. Alex Highsmith blows up J.K. Dobbins. Problem is, Dobbins doesn't have the football. So Jackson's now got 4 carries for 52 yards as he'll take the Ravens down to the 33. It's now 3rd and 7 at the 19. Jackson out the gun, looking to throw, scrambling to his right. Lamar Jackson still looking. Down he goes. Ioannis going to force the fumble and the sack, and it will now be a 47-yarder for the Ravens kicker. No, not Justin Tucker. It's Cody Parkey, and Parkey's good from 47 yards out. It is a 17-10 lead now for Pittsburgh with 40 seconds to go here in the half. Tua trying to force the ball downfield. Going to look for Jalen Waddle. Why did we throw that? I don't know, because Marlon Humphrey's now got it for the Baltimore Ravens. He'll break a tackle, and Humphrey, oh my goodness, is going to have them at the 22-yard line. There was no reason to do that. That was stupid on my end, and now the Ravens have a chance to put more points on the board before the end of the half. So it's a 1st and 10 for Baltimore from the 22. Jackson looking over the middle. Ball is caught by Rashad Bateman. He's brought down at the 2. But Baltimore still got 2 timeouts in 22 seconds. So Jackson on a read option keeps. He gets the entire Steelers defense to bite on the dive for Dobbins. And just like that, the Baltimore Ravens have tied this game up at 17-all, going now into the 3rd quarter. Yikes. Not ideal at all. I mean, we could have gone in 17-10. Shouldn't have taken that stupid shot downfield. We got to run the football more. I mean, yeah, we're having success with the pass game. We've only run the ball 3 times. Tied up going into the 3rd. So Tua will be under center here to kick off this 3rd quarter. It'll be a 3rd and 3, and he's hit as he throws, and down goes the football. Incomplete pass. Baltimore takes over from their own 48-yard line. 3rd and 1. Lamar hands off J.K. Dobbins. We are all over anything that goes to the running back. If Lamar keeps, we're in trouble. But right there, we will make the play with Minkah Fitzpatrick. We'll get the football back from the 9-yard line. Really try to work in the run now on this drive, because we really haven't done it much so far. 6 carries, 38 yards for Najee Harris. Trying to feed the guy here in a halfback draw. We're going to give it to him again. And there you go. I mean, look at all that space for Najee Harris, picking up a gain of 11. Now 7 carries for 48 yards. We'll go back to the pass here on a 2nd and 5. Tua looking to throw over the middle. He has got his man. It is the starting tight end, and Pat Freiermuth down to the 48, now a 3rd and 12 for the Steelers offense. Tua going to look under the middle or underneath for Jalen Waddle, but he's short of the 1st down marker. He'll get it into Baltimore territory, but obviously we're going to have to punt it back to the Ravens. Here in a 3rd and inches, they give it to J.K. Dobbins. Somehow, some way, he's not over the marker for the 1st down. I'm not going to complain. They're going to give us the football back. We'll take it from the 48-yard line. 2nd and 11. Tua going to find Jalen Waddle on that 12-yard out route. Waddle going to pick up the first down. Now an empty gun look for Tagovailoa. Going to step up in the pocket. He'll fumble the football. And down he goes. And the Ravens will take over. Tua trying to escape. He's trying to pick up some yards with his legs. And the Ravens get the football back from the 29-yard line. Still no scoring done in this third quarter, as Jackson will find his receiver right there for a gain of about 21. As we go into the fourth quarter, the Ravens will be at about midfield. 17-17 is our score. So the Ravens have got it from the 46-yard line. 2nd and 5 for Lamar Jackson. He will look, and he will just dump it off to his receiver right there. And okay. Yeah, so that should have been a 5-yard gain. It ends up in a 9. 2nd and 5, Jackson, play action fake, looking to his left, wide open. He goes back to his same man, Kendrick Bourne. And the Ravens have now got it from the 15-yard line. Handoff, J.K. Dobbins over the middle. Easy first down, and he will run over Minkah Fitzpatrick, or tell him just get off him. J.K. Dobbins now makes a 24-17 lead for the Baltimore Ravens. They are in the lead with 6 and change left. Tua back with the football on a 3rd and 6. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. The Steelers have gone ice cold since the turn of the half. Lamar gets it back on a 3rd and 5 looking, and okay, where are you going? I mean, he had a man wide open. Jackson just doesn't throw him the football. We'll get the football back from the 30-yard line. Tua gonna look to his right. Pat Freiermuth, what a catch. Needed that in a moment like this. We will get deeper into our own territory on a 3rd and 6. Tua gonna boot it. He will look to throw on the run. What a ball to Jalen Waddle. Tagovailoa escaping pressure, picking up the first down. Here comes a 1st and 10. Tua again going to find Waddle. Whenever in need, look Jalen Waddle's way. It will be a 2nd and 9 now from the 31-yard line. Tagovailoa looking to throw. He'll step up in the pocket. Just don't fumble. He'll slide down at the 21 after a gain of 10 yards. It's a 1st and 10 again for Tagovailoa out the empty gun. Looking, he will dump it off to Pat Freiermuth. Freiermuth going to pick up 8, so it's now a 2nd and 2. 2 minutes to go here. In regulation, it's a handoff to Najee Harris. We haven't done it much, but Harris going to fight off like 4 tackles, and he'll get in the end zone. Najee Harris ties this game up at 24. Big touchdown run right there. 2 minutes to go. Baltimore gets the football back in a tie game. Here comes Lamar Jackson on a 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw it. Jackson looks to his left. He will get it to Rashad Bateman. Bateman's going to pick up the first down to midfield. It'll be a 2nd and 4 now for this Ravens offense. Jackson dropping back, looking to throw. Lamar Jackson to his right. Oh, ball's picked off. Miles Jack's got it. He tried to get it back to Bateman, but Miles Jack over the middle with the huge interception. Pittsburgh's 2nd of the day gets us the football back from the 41. It's a 1st and 10. Here comes Tua. 70 seconds to go. Tagovailoa is going to look to run. He'll slide down after a gain of 6 yards. Again, now a 2nd and 3. Empty gun look for Tagovailoa, trying to get the football off. George Pickens beats his man downfield. He'll leave Marlon Humphrey in the dust. And NFL young boy gets in the end zone. Huge touchdown for the Pittsburgh Steelers as they retake the lead with, 30 seconds to go. They're up by 7. Baltimore's only got 2 timeouts. They're left with nothing except for a Hail Mary shot with 8 seconds to go. What is Lamar doing? Nobody's even over there. It's batted up in the air and incomplete. The Pittsburgh Steelers will sweep the Baltimore Ravens here in 2024, given this one was a lot closer than their first encounter in Pittsburgh. But the Steelers win yet again. They'll take down the Baltimore Ravens. They'll win it by a score of 31-24. Pittsburgh now 4-1 in the regular season, and for the Baltimore Ravens, they are now 1-4. So next week, man, a Sunday Night Football matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. The Browns are kind of struggling as well. I do not know what they did here in Week 5, but I know coming into this week, Cleveland was 2-2, and then after that for Pittsburgh, they'll take on the Cincinnati Bengals back at home. And in Week 8, they'll have another home matchup against their Pennsylvania foes in the Philadelphia Eagles. So a big win yet again for the Steelers. Tua gets the job done, and Pittsburgh is now 4-1 here in 2024. So folks, thank you all for watching episode number 44 of the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise mode here on Madden 23. If you haven't yet though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to like if you are enjoying the series so far. Give us a thank you for watching, and Mamba forever.